So this is going to be a quick run through of how the application should work. We are Picklist kitting for oak steel in Muscatine, Iowa. And so we have a production schedule or some type of pick list. This is going to be in a hardware cell. We're going to take our Griffin scanner, and this barcode is actually this part number with a V code prefix. And so we're going to scan it. It's going to automatically input and bring up the assembly part number in the local database of the scale. We can also enter it in manually if you want to key in that whole thing. And so we're going to go ahead, start. And so I just remembered there's actually nothing in this assembly part number, so I'll show you with a test assembly. So instead of scanning, we can also just go ahead and key it in. So I'll clear all this out, and I think I went assembly hyphen test was a dummy assembly I made. So there we are. The weight you see is just the balance of what's on the scale right now. It's a little touchy because I haven't adjusted the filtering. So we're going to start our build right now. And so you'll see this is our assembly part number. And then we are on part number 1 of 3. And I don't actually have the parts. I just made this up. So hopefully this screwdriver is about 1 pound. And I have verification turned on, so we have to be within the tolerance weight of the part or parts that we're adding. We'll see here, yes, we were close enough. And so now we're on to part number 2. And there's supposed to be 2 of part number 2, as you can tell right here. And let's see, I'll add some water. And so we're still below our tolerance. And so if you want to advance in the process, it's going to tell you you can't. And that's the brilliance of using a scale to build hardware kits. So as you're adding screws, if you don't have enough or you have too many, if you have verification on, it's not going to let you continue. And I don't know if we can make up something to get within our tolerance zone. Maybe I'll add a few more tomatoes just for demonstration, and so you can see that we're over now. Still over. Now we're under. Still under. All right, and so you're not seeing a live weight because it shouldn't matter, right? You should be going off of count of the part, but this is purely for demonstration. Hopefully one of these tomatoes will get us within our tolerance. Maybe. And so there we go. We'll go to our next step, and the handbag is actually just a bag, so there's not necessarily verification. There's no weight, there's no piece count, there's no mass that we're adding. It's just a prompt and an instruction that resides in the scale for the assembly telling you to grab a handbag. This will be a part number. And then, so say we grabbed it. Next, we've completed our assembly. At this point, there would be a trigger to print off 2 labels, one of which we're going to seal the hardware bag with. The other is for something else on whatever the plant needs for their production paperwork. Obviously, we're not printing a label because H&I did not provide me with the correct label stock. These are supposed to be 4x2s, horizontal, not vertical. But strictly for demonstration purposes. So this is Picklist kitting with a ZK840. buy simpler solutions.